Yeah, right. Us primitive bow people are kind of a different breed. And something that happened yesterday and today, continued event, really reinforces that. So there I was. I've got floor tillered, floor tillered, uh, kind of floor tillered, not floor tillered, curvy, but you know, evens up. I was busy making piles of Osage stuff. I even got a start on a black locust bow here. And then there's this one. It's a little longer, 60 inches. It's going to be a recurve bow, and this was made out of, I'm building up, just, I'll get there eventually. This was that weird piece that I bought off of eBay that was super cheap and free shipping of all things. And it was just a really odd piece. It's more or less worked down to one growth ring, you know, and it has the knot hole here, and it's got this little doink here, and it's got what I've never seen before, pin knots going straight through to make it even more fun. And I'm carefully working this down, maintain constant fibers from stem to stern, draw knifing it, and you know, you do get some tear out. In this one, it's just bound and determined. There's a sideways pin knot, tear out, but I need to work it down to approximately 1¼ inches, keeping this in the center and having enough girth around here, following the fibers, blah, blah, blah. So I was sitting there, draw knifing, right? And this guy comes rolling up, kind of an interesting character. Interesting, that's the word I'm going to use to describe him. Comes rolling up in a golf cart, right? And I've got these on the ground, because in this one too, because I'm working it. He's like, do you have any Osage that I can carve into a walking stick? And I'm like, okay. He's like, it needs to be about yay tall, about 5 feet tall, and perfectly straight. I'm saying, well, that's a bow. You know, Osage is like gold. That was a direct quote. Osage is like gold. And you want me to give you a 5-foot long piece that's perfectly straight? That's a stinking bow. And then he pointed at these things and said, well, what about those sticks? I wasn't the nicest in my life, but I wasn't that bad. I go, okay, those are bows. Let's just go and I'll see what I have in my workshop. And he followed me in here and he's poking through my staves, right? What about this? It's like, that's a bow. And so this is where it gets kind of interesting. I'm only going to show you half of this thing. I've found this thing, and you can see that, let's see, where's the back? Yeah, like right here, it's kind of goofy looking, and it pinches off there. I go, here, take this. I'm probably not going to make a bow out of it. So he goes off, loads it in his golf cart, and takes off. Well, this morning, as I'm cutting fruit, I get, John, go to the front of the coolers for a customer. It's like, okay. I go out there and here he comes with this. This isn't good enough for a walking stick. It needs to be bigger around. And I go, look it. If you buy a stave of Osage for a longbow, you're going to spend $200. If you're going to find a clean piece of this, it's what you need for a walking stick, with shipping, you're going to spend $100. I can't give this stuff away. He's like, oh, well, at least we tried, walked off. And so I'm looking at this, and I'm studying it. Now, this gets very narrow. This is, I don't have a measurizer, but it's about an inch here. But I'm looking at it, and the nice thing is, it's almost vertical here, which means I can get that width for a bow. And I measured it, the tip, maybe right here. There's a 48-inch stinking bow here. And then I looked at the end. It's like, oh my gosh, those are stinking fat rings. And so I got a start on it. This isn't going to be a walking stick. Let mere mortals, let the other people in the world make walking sticks out of these things. And so I've been came right home. I'm still in my uniform. Started working it down to a growth ring, and it's perfect because I didn't know. I'm going to say lower, which is closer to the center of the tree. I didn't know if it was lower on this end or this end. It's lower on this end, which is good. So, kind of. So I'm working it up, and this is what I have thus far. And as it gets narrow, it's going to get faster. Look at a bow here. Forget walking sticks. That's just crazy talk. But yeah, why I'm doing all these things at once is I've got some heat shaping to do on these things. And I'm going to do all the heat shaping at once. I did all this step, and then I'm going to do all this step, and then I'm going to go, and I might throw this into the mix. It's not going to take me that long. Another 15-20 minutes. I'll have it down to one growth ring. I'll carefully work an edge with my draw knife, and then, you know, get it the bow outline, and then knock it off for the thinness. Have another bow. If I want a walking stick, I'll use sassafras.